This is Paul Newman, and if you are seeing this screen, I am hoping to assure you here that the...
Hello everybody, and welcome back to another video on my own personal YouTube channel. Thank you very much for taking the time to join me. It is very much appreciated, as always, on this Wednesday afternoon. Today, what we're going to do is we're going to keep plodding on through the Classic Watch 25 Possibles, trying to get as many videos on as we can. Plenty of trials happening across Europe around this time. But we're going to take a look at one that won last weekend. Quite a quick one today. A horse that won last weekend in a trial based in England, in the UK. But before that, where will people be able to find the horses? ClassicWatch25.great/site.net is where they hopefully will be, all in good time for the respective classics. You'll see there now we've got horses in Australia and Japan on the site. The site is evolving now as the classics pass. Pleased to say that the site actually took out the Japanese 1,000 guineas with the winner of the Group 3 Daily High Queen Cup in February. Embroidery. It took us 5 horses, but we got there in the end. Last year, I managed to identify the winner after it had won the race. So, definite improvement in Japan this year at this very early stage. So, yeah, hopefully at some point, as the UK Guineas and the French Guineas and the Kentucky Derby and all other places around the world maybe as well, get on the classics. If we've got horses, I will put them on the site, hopefully, at the time, all being well. Right, we might as well get on with the horse now today. The horse in question is Jonquil. Quite an impressive winner, I thought, at the weekend. A horse trained now by Andrew Boulding, after being trained last year by Sir Michael Stout, the superb racehorse trainer, veteran who has retired from training horses as from this year. The horse owned and bred by Juddmonte, sired by Lope de Vega, dual classic winner last year in France, out of a dam called Jovial, who I actually identified myself when she was going around racing. So this is a nice one. And she herself was out of Jubawi and bred as Juddmonte, as Jonquil was, by Juddmonte. People look at the form of the horse Jonquil, they'll see. Did very well, I thought, to win. First time out, beating Centigrade by a short head at Sandown, running to a mark of 92 on his first start. He then decided to go to Doncaster for a listed race on September 2024 after winning in August the Flying Scotsman Stakes. I said at the time that race has always been many a graveyard of a Newman horse over the years. And the same goes for the Grade 2 on the same card, over 7 furlongs. But Jonquil, despite being sent off quite a warm order that day, could only finish 6 of 7 and took that worrying plunge from 92 on his first start to 77 in his first start at Pack Company. But the horse seems to put that way behind him with his first run last weekend on the 12th of April 2025. His first run at 3 came in the Group 3 Greenham Stakes, a traditional classic trial, where Jonquil defeated Reshabar, who's got some good form, won the Coventry Stakes last year and was placed in the Group 1 Lagardère, I think, or he was 4th, one of the two. He was he was up there anyway. No, sorry, he was just 2nd, wasn't he? Of course, yes. Reshabar was 2nd behind Camille Passaro, I think. And that this day here, Jonquil beat Reshabar by 1.5 lengths, running to a Racing Post rating of 114, which has to go down really as a very good performance in an early trial. Means if he runs well in the Guineas, they could put him up 10 for that, maybe. And we're looking at some quite a strong race, I think, hopefully. All things going well at this stage. Some well-bred horses we could be looking at in the UK 1,000, 2,000 guineas this year. Some nice colts at the moment. People take a look at Jonquil on the Thoroughbred Pedigree Exchange, or the Thoroughbred Online Database. I don't know why I keep calling it the Exchange. they will see that Jonquil is in fact family 1K. And you'll see they're up to date. 3 starts, 2 wins, with career earnings of 62,988 UK pounds at the moment. First in the Greenham Stakes, Group 3. And the train has even been changed as well. They updated everything but the date. Excellent. But so there we go. Very good horse, Jonquil. Family 1K. What we're going to do with this one is similar to the one we did recently on the channel, Swelter, because I've covered this line before. I'll explain how. So what we're going to do on this one is we're going to take a look at the first 2 dams of the horse, and then what we're going to do, because I think it's Jovial's first foal on the track, and then what we're going to do is I'll explain how it's linked into a previous video. I will link the video to the card, and then what I will do is we will watch the horse win twice. We'll watch it win on debut at Sandown, and then we'll watch the horse win on its 3rd start and first start at 3 in the Greenham Stakes. Oh, hang on, I think my telephone's ringing or something's going on there. I'll just have to have a look. Pause the video quickly. Yeah, sorry about that, everybody. Thank you very much for waiting. So we're back on now with Jonquil. You'll see family 1K. Sired by Lope de Vega out of a dam who was foaled in 2017. Jovial, sired by Dubawi out of a dam called Joyeuse. Jovial had a decent enough career on the track. She was in the first 3 in 6 of her 9 starts, winning on 3 occasions, earning 25,799 UK pounds. She did secure 2 pieces of black type. She was placed in 2 listed races, 2nd in the Eternal Filly Stakes at Haydock, and 3rd in the Boadicea Stakes at Newmarket over 6 and 7 furlongs. Another one who was trained by Sir Michael Stout. The 2nd dam of the horse now, Joyeuse, a mare foaled in 2011. Sired by Oasis Dream out of Kind. Joyeuse, another one, similar profile. Joyeuse was in the first 3 in 7 of her 12 starts, managing to win on 3 occasions and earning 89,782 UK pounds. Joyeuse, a little bit better really. She managed to win 2 listed races. She won the listed Dick Paul Filly Stakes of 2013, and she also won the listed Cecil Frail Stakes of 2014, both over 6 furlongs, and the horse was also placed in 4 Group 3 races. She was 2nd in Ireland in the Ballyogan Stakes at Leopardstown and in the Summer Stakes at York, and she was 3rd in the Albany at Royal Ascot at 2, and at 3 she was 3rd in the Fred Darling Stakes, which is a traditional Newmarket Guineas trial, rather like Jonquil won. Joyeuse finished 3rd in hers as well. She is a black type producer, Joyeuse. This is really where really I can stop talking about the pedigree and just think about including a card, because we did a video the other year on Array, who was a Classic Watch 2024 possible, sired by No Nay Never. Stupid how that sounds now. This was one I was willing to try, sired by Joyeuse as well. Array won the 2023 Group 2 Mill Reef and was also 3rd in the Group 3 Sirenia Stakes. Unfortunately, the horse never developed into a Classic Watch horse, but we had a good look at his pedigree in the video that we did, that's for certain, and rather than repeat myself, I can just include a card, which I will do here to Array, and then we can just close down a few tabs now to get ready to save a bit of CPU. We'll take a quick look at Historic Family 1K before we watch the horse win. You'll see there's our little section there. Frankel, who won obviously the Great Britain 2000 Guineas in 2011, and his full brother Noble Mission as well, another Group 1 winner and very good older horse also sired by Galileo, his younger brother actually, 2008 Frankel, 2009 Noble Mission. There's Kind as well. And you'll have seen that Kind was the third dam of Jonquil, heading all the way back to Nasira in 1960. People go back to a dam before that, Ninfet. They get horses like Desert King, but they get plenty of horses are looked at in the card. So now what we can do is we can go and watch the horse Jonquil win twice. The first time we're going to watch him win is on debut at Sandown in August. Good track like Sandown, Group 1 track. You would think these 2-year-old maidens at this time of year will always take some sort of winning. And to win on debut has to go down as a good effort, really. Let's watch the race and see what we think of it.
They're in the gate. And they're off. They race over 7 furlongs. Tycoon was a little slow to get going. Also Tequila Star and also Turpin a little behind the main group as they make their way down the back straight. Kataifan was very professionally away from the gates today and leads them early to Time Turner on his outside racing in second, and Jonquil is in third. Centigrade goes into the turn in fourth. Troy Story is in fifth. Wotton Palace is in sixth. Towards the inside, Turpin is now in seventh. Fear of the Dark is next. Last but one is Tycoon, and as they begin to make the turn back towards home, the back marker is Tequila Star. They're making the turn in with 3.5 furlongs ahead of them, and it is Kataifan and Tom Marconda out in front to Time Turner and Sean Levy in second. To the inside, Jonquil is in third, Centigrade in fourth, Troy Story in fifth position, Wotton Palace on the outside, and then Tycoon, who tries to make up ground, and the racing now down towards a final quarter of a mile. Kataifan still has the lead. Jonquil, looking for racing room, could find absolutely no way out of the pocket. Now Centigrade charges down the outside. Jonquil now trying to find clear sailing down the outside. Centigrade got first run. Jonquil, however, is eating into his lead with 100 yards to go. Jonquil and Centigrade racing up towards the line in a race of heads. It's tight, very close. Centigrade far side, Jonquil on the near side, and staying on for a long way back, Tycoon was third.
Yes, there it is. Clear as day. Clear as day. Jonquil overcame quite a bit of trouble in running there, didn't he? It's fair to say, to win that race. That was a very good performance, wasn't it? I mean, normally to meet trouble like that on debut, you would think that would probably be the end of the chance of a horse, really. Sometimes you don't really want to ask too much of them. You don't know whether it's frighten the horse or spook the horse when a horse is so clearly blocked for a run there, as Jonquil was. But no, credit to the jockey on board as well. On the day, Ryan Moore, who refused to take no for an answer and galvanised Jonquil over the Sandown 7 furlongs just to get him up on debut. Very good performance. And you can see why after that, where he turned up a short price favourite for the race at Doncaster, can't you? Because people would obviously be hoping that the horse would not meet as much in running trouble as he did on that occasion. Disappointed on that day, but he clearly didn't disappoint on the most recent start of the horse, which was at Newbury last weekend for the Group 3 Greenham Stakes. A race we will watch now, and again, we will see what we think after the race.
They're off. Yamo B, the slowest away for this Watership Downstud 2 Darn Hot Greenham Stakes. Al Qudra on the right in blue. Quickly away leads them. Rogue Allegiance in red and white is keen, running in second place. Rashabar's off towards the left, leads that quartet there. Behind him is Jonquil, Saracen, Diablo Hocco, and the best turned out winner Yamo B there. Off to the right, Al Qudra leads to Rogue Allegiance, the white colours of Aurora Majesty, blue cap then of Chancellor, orange cap of Noble Champion. Heading down towards the final half mile, Al Qudra and William Buick have the lead here to Rashabar running in second place. Rogue Allegiance is between them. Aurora Majesty, one from the right, is just about in fourth position. Jonquil on the extreme left is close with this though. Chancellor's down the centre, Noble Champion. Orange Sleeve is beginning to make some progress. Saracen, one from the left in. Silver is next, and then Yamobi the races ahead of Diablo Rocco. 2 furlongs to go. Al Qudra still has the lead. Jonquil on the left challenging strongly. Rashabar between these. Chancellor is next, and then comes Noble Champion. Saracen stands side trying to pick up. They come to the furlong pole. The pink cap. Jonquil and Ashim Murphy showing in front. Blue Sleeves Rashabar's a half length behind in second place. Saracen behind those in third. It's Jonquil in front and wins. Rashabar's second. Saracen is next, and then Diablo Rocco, Chancellor, Noble Champion, and Yamo Bither in line. Further back to Al Qudra beat one home, who was Rogue Allegiance.
Again, you have to say that was a good performance from Jonquil on the day, don't you? I thought there, he quickened nicely away, didn't he? Travels well. Seems to be a horse that travels very well in his races, if you ask me. And he quickened up nicely over the 7 furlongs there at Newbury. Obviously, there would be an extra mile to go. Would the horse consider a classic? But I think it's fair to say that when you've got a horse like Frankel so closely related to the horse, you would be disappointed if the horse were proved up to winning a greener, that the horse wouldn't go and stay the mile, wouldn't you? That would be my honest opinion on that. What entries has the horse got? You'll see there that Jonquil is in the Betfred 2,000 guineas on the 3rd of May, at 3:35. There has been talk of him going for the French guineas, though, I did hear, and maybe with the double on a Lope de Vega. I think it might be worth pausing the video and just loading France Galloping quickly and seeing if the horse is also in any French classics. Hello everybody, and welcome back. I'm back now. Yes, it's worth checking, wasn't it? There he is. On quickly on the French Gallop page, you will see that Jonquil is also entered in the French 2,000 guineas on the 11th of May, and on the 1st of June, the horse is in the Prix de Jockey Club, 1 mile, 2.5 furlongs. Don't forget that race, as opposed to the UK Derby over 1.5 miles, which the horse is not in. So we've watched the horse win a Guineas trial impressively here in the UK over 7 furlongs. Is Jonquil a classic horse? Time will tell. I think he could be. If they let him take his chance, I think he will run with credit. Looks a good, strong travelling horse. Right, I think we can think about leaving this video here now. Thank you very much to everybody who has taken the time to watch the video. As always, it is very much appreciated. What I will do at the end of the video is I will leave you a copy of all of the Classic Watch 2025 possibles, so you can all take a look at them. And I will also leave an opportunity for those who have watched the video without subscribing to the channel, an opportunity to not miss any content by subscribing to the channel. All right, yeah, interesting week coming up. Last day of Newmarket tomorrow. Looks a fairly average Easter weekend of racing. As always, it's all about the end of the all-weather season, really. Not really very interested about that in the UK, but I will be very interested in what goes on in Australia, and of course, the Japanese 2,000 guineas, where Croix de Nord is looking quite a red-hot favourite. Talk of him going odds-on in Japan on the day. Be interesting to see if he's good enough to win the race. I'll be looking at the confirmation stage. I think there's 21 pre-entered at this stage. Hopefully, we'll see a couple drop out. I've got some videos to make if they don't, because there's some very nice horses that I've identified that won first time out that could always also take their chance. But that's for another time. Right, yeah, I think we can leave this video here now. I hope you've enjoyed it. Take care, everybody. Have a fantastic evening. Look after yourselves and your loved ones, and take care. Goodbye.